lot about let's shoot that one again.
Okay.
Hey everyone, Darryl Davis here, theater guide with the Outport magazine. I'm here with one of my favorite local artists in St. John's, recording artist, singer, actor, extraordinaire, Dana Parsons.
Yay! Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for doing this. So, do you remember the first time I met you?
D to
Or
do.
the first time we met?
D to do. We were at the Arts and Culture Center, and we just finished performing the tribute to Andrew Lloyd Webber, where I thankfully got to write my own tribute to Andrew Lloyd Webber, because unfortunately everybody had chosen all the Andrew Lloyd Webber songs I wanted to sing, but it ended up being a good thing. Because I just didn't want to end up, coming out in a cat suit, because let's be honest, I wasn't going to rock a cat onesie. So in a panic, I decided to write my own tribute to Andrew Lloyd Webber, meshing all the songs together with alternate lyrics. And after we finished that show, I came out up top at the Arts and Culture Center, and I got to meet you, and he complimented me, which I was delighted.
Well, I was in the front row, because whenever I go to something, I always try to get the best seats, and I was cracking up.
I love the front row. The front row have the best seats because you get to see everything happening behind the scenes, like all the mistakes or like the fear in people's eyes. I love it. All about it.
And what I especially liked is the Evita part, which
yeah.
I'm going to get you to sing.
But you kind of hated it because you love Madonna.
I didn't hate it. I loved it, actually. I got a sense of humor with that kind of stuff. I loved it.
So the alternate lyrics I sang for Evita were, "Don't make me sing from Evita, the truth is I never liked it. Madonna ruined it with her bad acting. She broke her promise, should have kept her distance." But she didn't, she was great. I just had to put something in about her though, see?
I thought it was excellent.
Good.
One other thing about being in the front row, though, that I hadn't noticed with other things that I've attended, is when you've got really, really operatic, strong singers, sometimes there's a lot of spitting. I guess when you project your voice,
yes.
you know more about the craft than I do.
It could be a combination of things. I mean, it could be some people are really nervous. They either get dry mouth, which thankfully I do, instead of spit mouth, or foaming of the mouth.
It was an eye-opener.
Yes.
At some points I thought I was going to get a loogie in the eye, but didn't. But you didn't. You, as you said, you're not a spitter. So I guess singers maybe classify themselves as either spitters or swallowers.
I knew that's where you were going to go.
Anyway. And then I saw you in a few other productions. I saw you in Best Kind's production of Avenue Q.
Yes.
Which I loved.
And I loved being a part of it too. It was an awesome experience. It was a completely different production, a different show that I've never been a part of, and also getting to work with Tim and Kyle, which was a new experience. Also getting to work with a ton of people that were in the show, but we knew each other, but never technically worked together. So that was a great experience. And then also the experience of actually, becoming a puppeteer, or trying to be the best puppeteer possible in the amount of time that we had, which was an incredible experience, because you're not only nervous for yourself, but then you also have a different set of nerves for your puppet. So it was like double nerves. You're thinking, okay, come on, let's do this. Look good. Don't lose it. And I was nervous for myself.
Yeah, and your character was my favorite. Her character was Lucy T. Slut, or Lucy the Slut. But yeah.
Which is always interesting when people recognize you from the show in public, like at the mall. They're like, Lucy the Slut! Anyway. But she's great. She was, because I find that sometimes when, thankfully it's not often that I get called to play a sexy character, because I find it so physically awkward to try to play like a sexy character. But if there's comedy there and I know it's there, then it makes it a little bit better. And that's my favorite, type of character. It was obviously a comedic character. So it was great because I didn't have to take it seriously that she was walking all sexy and that kind of stuff.
Well, it was definitely comedic.
Yeah.
And then I saw you in a bunch of other productions with the Spirit of Newfoundland.
Yes.
I saw you in first in Women and Men.
Men. That's an
Interesting title. Do you want to share?
Yes, of course. Yes, it's women performing the biggest hits of men. So you have got all these different famous male artists from all over the world. And of course it was myself, Janet Cole, Kellyanne Evans. And it's great because we got to pay tribute to some of our favorite artists, as well as the show that they kind of created around us.
Mm-hmm.
And the scenes are really great because they're basically built on our personalities. So it felt very natural to be doing these scenes because it's exactly how we would react. So.
Yeah, very, very funny. And from that show, I got to know you more because I became aware that you idolized Stevie Wonder.
Yes, love Stevie Wonder. He's an incredible musician, plays over 10 different instruments. I mean, he's still creating incredible music to this day. And it's just, I separately paid tribute to Stevie Wonder as well. So to kind of get to bring a little bit of that back was great, I love his music. And he's a universal music because everybody, regardless if they're not completely in love with the song, they know it. His music is known all over him.
Yeah.
And it's ageless.
What's your favorite Stevie Wonder song?
It's really tough. I hate to say that I love performing Superstitious.
Very superstition. It's all your fault. Making tender river. Getting what you saw. Put you in a daydream. Nothing's gone wrong. You're meant to live you. The light is about to fall. But you believe in things you don't understand. And you suffer. Supposed to shut it away.
As a band, when you say that, everybody rolls their eyes because it's a song that all bands do and that kind of stuff. But I think the thing I love about it the most is that everybody knows the words and they sing along with you. It's an incredible moment to be performing a song because obviously with my pop rock band, we do a lot of the Stevie Wonder songs because we wanted to still, hold a lot of that stuff. And it's just amazing to see people singing with you, and it's like this, you feel love. I mean, there's so many incredible. Isn't She Lovely? Is a beautiful song. I can't pick. I mean, it was a full night of my favorites, essentially. Yeah.
Plug your pop rock band.
Yes. So I have a pop rock band. It's called the Dana Parsons Project, and we play many different places, but one of which is the Martini Bar, which you can see us every 4 or 5 weeks, and you can check out the website to see more information about anything happening. www.danaparsons.ca.
We'll have it come up on the screen when I actually put this on YouTube.
A little bit. See?
Yeah. And then I saw you in another production that Spirit of Newfoundland did, which is Around the World.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I've been with the Spirit of Newfoundland since 2005, off and on. At times I left to kind of go out and do the cruise ship thing, but it was great to be able to come back and still continue with the company. And I love it. I love the shows I do there. And it's incredible to have the people of Newfoundland coming out and supporting it. Like the Christmas show, it starts November 22nd. It goes usually till January the 6th, and they're almost sold out pretty much every time I do them, which it's an amazing thing to be in Newfoundland and getting to do what you love. and to feel like you are supported. And just to have people that want to be involved or to like witness or be a part of that is amazing. So Christmas around the world.
Yeah, that show was amazing too.
And it was Christmas all around the world, so all the different music that you might see Christmas time around the world. And it's a fun way to spend Christmas. It really gets you in the mood.
So tell us about some future things you have coming up.
Yay! Coming up in April is a tribute to the band. So that is being put on the Holy Heart Theatre, and that's got a lot of great guest performers like Corey Tedford, Paul Lamb, Paul Kinsman, I believe, Krista Drew, I believe Angela Drew, Pam Morgan. There's like a slew of people on the show. It's a great fun night. But the most important thing of all, and the most exciting, would be a show that's going to be announced, I believe, within hopefully the next month or two. But we are aiming for next February.
Awesome.
And it's a musical I've always wanted to perform. It's my favorite musical of all time, and I'm finally at a point in my life where I can produce it and be a part of it, and it's just like a dream of mine to come true. So you will be the first to know.
I'm here wondering, I'm going through the musicals in my mind, and
I don't think you would guess it.
know
I think you'll
what
be
it is.
surprised to see what it is, but it's exciting, and it's a great musical, and I love it dearly. So to be able to finally get to do this project is a dream of mine, and it's a co-production with a production company that I know you know and love. So
Awesome.
Oh,
Can't wait.
Stay tuned.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions, kind of like the first thing that pops in your mind.
Okay.
Kind of a game, but not really.
Okay.
If you could only win one award, which one would it be? An Oscar, a Tony, an Emmy, or a Grammy? Only one.
Oh gosh, a Grammy.
A Grammy?
Yeah. Singer-songwriter.
That says a lot about
Yeah.
who you are as a performer.
Yeah, I mean, I went to a musical theater school, Sheridan in Toronto, and I love doing musical theater. I mean, I would want them all, but I think a Grammy.
Wow, that says a lot about the kind of performer you are, I think.
Not a musical theater.
No, not necessarily, but I was almost expecting you to say Tony.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's tough for me to choose, right? Like my focus is all over the map, but it's only because I have such love for all different aspects of performing. I went to a musical theater school at Sheridan in Toronto, and the great thing about it is they nurtured all the different aspects of music. So you have everything from dance, ballet, tap, jazz. You've got theater performing, just strictly theater. You've got musical theater. You've got on camera stuff. And you have a commercial class, which is pop rock music. Pop rock music, rather. But the great thing about it is they really encourage doing your own music. And it's not something that I ever thought that when I went to Sheridan they were going to kind of nurture, but they really did. And it was just a really great way to kind of stand out and be unique, because not everybody that was going to musical theater school was writing music. But it's always been a love of mine. I started writing music when I was 16, and out of everything I think I'm most proud of, I have 2 albums that I wrote myself with a few co-writes here and there, and they really represent me as a person.
Tell people how they can get your album.
Albums. My albums. There's the first one is called "It's You Not Me," which is actually the name of the song. We won't go into it. But you can get that album, and my second album, which was just recently released last year, I believe it was. It's called "Within the Dark." So both albums are available online. You can go to cdbaby.com/Dana Parsons, and you can actually listen to the songs as well, and they'll deliver it right to your door. Or you can go very local to Fred's Records, and they have both albums as well. And you can also, drop me a note on the Facebook or the email.
Awesome.
I'll send you one.
What theater actor do you really admire? Who do you think is the bomb? And that it could be locally or it could be internationally.
This one is I don't know if it'll be surprising. I think one of my favorite people ever is Carol Burnett. I love this woman. I think she's incredible. She does everything, you know, and she, you know, she's just got such a great history. She's part of one of my favorite musicals, you know. She's an incredible woman, and I don't know, there's something about her I admire. I just think her facial expressions alone are incredibly hilarious. You know, that's the kind of performer I would love to be. I mean, someone with just giving you a look, you would laugh. She's incredible. I mean, she's funny, she's talented, she can actually sing, she actually can act, you know, she's just not a one-trick pony. But I mean, her main thing is being incredibly hilarious, and I love that.
When you say favorite musical, are you referring to Annie?
No.
She was in the Annie movie, right? She was Miss Hannigan.
Oh.
Right?
No.
I think, yes.
That's not my favorite musical.
Oh, which?
But good, I love it.
Leaping lizards! Leaping lizards!
But which one were you referring to?
I'm not gonna tell you, because then you'll know what musical I'm putting out.
Okay, last question. What is one of the biggest mess-ups you've had in a stage production or a concert?
I've had so many, really. The first one that was really memorable was when I was playing Esther in Meet Me in St. Louis. I was in high school, grade 12, first big, you know, scene. And when we got to the trolley song, there's an awful lot of lyrics. Clang, 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 bang, 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 beep, bop, all that kind of stuff. And I accidentally I started cueing the wrong lyrics. Now, it wouldn't have been so bad, except all of the dancers behind me and all the choreography had to do with my words. And so people were, as I was trying to get through the song, people were falling behind me, like left, right, and center, and like not knowing what to do on the stage. There was also a time that while doing the dinner theater show, you know, of course you go out to the audience, you sing to people, you touch them, and while singing to this man, I accidentally moved what I thought was his hair, but was technically a toupee kind of off of his head. So that was a bit embarrassing. Awkward, but so much fun.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Check Dana out in all the stuff she mentioned because she is a busy woman.
Thank you.
And I guess until next time, I am out.